This is the linear actuator chassis used in both the connector tester and the thread tapping machine. So at the back here we have the motor mount for the stepper motor. And then these two slots holds the bearings for the linear linear guide bearings, as well as the lead screw in the middle. And at this end we have mounting place for the connector, the fixed connector in the connector tester apparatus. And this whole thing gets bolted down to a wooden chassis. This is the moving bed on the linear actuator. It actually goes like this. So this is the front part, and the motor is over on the right here. The small holes are to mount something on top of this bed, and the large holes here allow this to be bolted to a linear actuator. So the two bearings are on the outside, and then in the middle here is the lead screw mounting bracket. One of the bearings needs a little bit of accommodation, so there's a little cavity at the back here. That's for the nut, the Acme nut that goes on the lead screw itself. This is the moving connector chassis or bracket that mounts on top of the moving bed of the linear actuator. So in the front here we have a mounting capability for a 15-pin D connector. Those little pockets in the bottom are for the heads of the screws that are mounting the moving bed. And these other screw holes hold this down to the moving bed. Over on this side there's a slot here where we mount a blade with a set screw, and that blade is a blade that interrupts a photo interrupter optocoupler to indicate when the connectors are mated. This is the mount for the fixed connector. This mount bolts to the chassis with these 8 screws. This slot allows the mating connector to be adjusted vertically and positioned to align properly with the moving connector. In the front here are these little blades get removed. They're just to allow this thing to print properly, and that little gap is part of the chassis, just to accommodate part of the chassis. Over on this side there will be a photo interrupter optocoupler. This is the fixed connector mount. You can see the D shape in the front here. Over on this side we have photo interrupter optocoupler and its mounting holes, and then these two holes allow this connector chassis to be vertically moved up and down This slides into the connector mount that's connected to the chassis, and it's fixed in place by these two set screws at the back here, basically.